today's presentation we look at using ARUtils head of the family to rename shared parameters. Now this is something that you can't do in native Revit. It's not something that's recommended by Autodesk. However, it is something that on occasions you will need to do, and you'll want to be able to make sure that you do it consistently and easily. Now ideally you already have a shared parameters file that contains the shared parameters that you want to rename. So if we go into head of family, we can go to open our standard shared parameters file, and you'll notice in here that we have a list of parameters. GUID is the critical thing here. GUID is a unique identifier for your shared parameters. That is the thing that determines that two parameters are the same. The names can in fact be anything, and this is where we will in fact make a change so that we can rename our parameters. So we'll just find a parameter that we want to rename in this, and we'll see here we've actually got this parameter. I've already changed the name of this one. Originally it was drf underscore number of leaves. I want it to be my underscore drf. Not exactly a very exciting thing, but it'll do for the sake of this presentation. It is worth noting that you can in fact export shared parameters from a family. Simply go to Create and the Family Types dialog, select a parameter and go to the Edit key, and you'll then get the option of saying Export, and that would export that particular shared parameter out to our file. We could then open that file and change the name to what we wanted. Okay, so we've now got our shared parameters in our shared parameters text file. We've renamed those parameters in that file, so we can fire up head of the family, and in this case what we want to do is make sure that we have the add, rename, replace paths ticked, and we have the resolve names checkbox ticked. So all we need to do now is hit process current, and after a while we'll see that we get a log that indicates that there's been shared parameters renamed to different values. And if I now go into my Create Family Types dialog, you'll see that we now have my drf number of leaves. So it was drf underscore number of leaves, and we've got some other changes. You can see the values have remained the same, and any formulas have also remained the same. So that concludes using the parameter name changer.